Hey everybody, welcome to our final live chat of the day. I am Heather, and we come to you live several times a day, several times. And I'll put those times below. And we come to you live. Renee and I are here every day for you guys so you can learn more about Luminous, what we have to offer, everything that is that's included in our kit, that you get, how to use it, all of that stuff. So let's go ahead and get started. We always go over our starter kit, number one thing that we go over, and it is right here. This is one of our starter kits. This is the Icon. We also have the Icon Pro, and then we also have the Legend, and that has 2 bottles of foundation and Love and Blush. Now, we give you the 2 large bottles so you can get to work. You can start practicing. You can color match, all of that. You can also mix those colors together so you have that perfect shade match 365 days a year. Now, when you first get your system, these steps are what we want you to follow. First thing, get it out of the box, start using it. When you plug it in, there's air that comes out. So when you're just feeling that air moving that stylish around your face, you know that wherever the air is where the makeup's going. And so it takes the guesswork out of that. The stylus is super precise. It only goes where you're pointing it. So get into that habit of keeping it 4 finger widths away. You keep that stylus moving. And then you can put water right here in the bowl and start pulling back on the trigger and just feel how that water is going to feel on your face. And then you can start putting makeup in there and use it. Hello, Brenda. How are you? Jeannie, do I ever try powder before? Oh, yay, Deb. I want to talk about that. Do you ever try powder before? Oh, you mean put powder on before? Yeah. I know that you and Renee had talked about that. And for people who are shiny, who do get, shiny throughout the day, maybe you have oily skin, powdering before you do your makeup can help, before you airbrush can help. And yeah, we can definitely do that this time as well. I'll get my translucent powder out so I remember. All right. Let's see. Deb says, I have spent so much money in the past, but finally found everything I need with Luminous. I love hearing that, Deb. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. So my eyes are still on from earlier. To show you what Jeannie's talking about, I'm going to start with the translucent powder, and I'm going to powder my face. Now with this, you can do this in like certain areas, like the area, maybe you're only oily in your T-zone, or, maybe you just get shiny. I usually start sweating here. And so that's one area that I would definitely want to powder beforehand. Now, what that's doing is the powder is going to help control that shine. And so you're prepping it before you airbrush. Now, the airbrush makeup itself will help with that as well. So we can go ahead and go straight to our foundation. Now I'm using Mystic, here it is, which is our full coverage foundation, our high pigmented foundation. Ah, Brenda, good to know. And I'm going to put about 5 drops of the Mystic in here. And I'm going to do my entire face with that. Now, with Mystic, I don't always feel like you need that pre-work. I always call it the pre-coverage. You don't always need it. Again, it's what you're used to, what's going to be the best look for you and the look that you're going for. Hello, Amber. Good to see you on YouTube. Brenda's on YouTube. So I'm pulling back on my trigger, moving the stylus around my face, keeping it 4 finger widths away. Now, you want to make sure when you are airbrushing to keep the stylus pointed directly at you and not, at an angle or anything like that. So whatever side you're on, make sure you do that. When I go to this side, you can kind of get it kind of off kilter a little bit. So make sure the stylus is pointing directly at you so that the spray is going directly at you as well. Jeannie says on Facebook that Airbrush corrected her oily nose problem. I love it. Oh man, now see, that makes such a big difference. She's had that issue, you know, her whole life. And so when you do find something that does what you need it to do, it's pretty amazing. All right. Now I use these last hour and I really like them. Our compacts we don't talk about enough, and that's enough. Woo, that looks good. I like that. Mystic does give you a really flawless look. Very, I mean, it is your higher pigmented full coverage look. I'm now going to take the Belize, which is it's a two-tone bronzer, which I like the two-tone bronzer. And even though it does have a shimmer to it, I'm still just mixing all of them together. And then starting at my jaw, like at the, right here, below my cheekbone. Hey, Candy, good to see you. And moving up to the temple area. Looks like I have a little bite there. You know, Jeannie, I think you're right. It does seem to give a more polished look. And then here for sure. My chin area. So how's everybody's hump day going today? And I'm going to just make it go down my nose as well. And then I am going to go back and use the blush. And I like this blush because it's the pink, but it does have a little bit of gold in it. So I'm just going to get some color on my cheeks, kind of work that up. And notice even when I'm doing the traditional makeup, I am barely touching my skin. You don't see my skin move or anything like that. It stays. I'm not having to rub, you know, hard like to get the color. It really does stay. Voila. All right, see how easy that was. So I really do like the powdering before and then airbrushing over that. It is kind of a nice little look. I like it a lot. And then with the eyes, since I already had my eyeshadow on, if you want to see that, go back to the 2 o'clock on YouTube, because we used the click and play, and I used Peachy. I used, what was the other one I used? Peachy. What was the other light one? Peachy. And then, oh man, that's going to bother me now. Coffee Bean is in the corner. Citron is the gold, but there was one other color and I'm missing it. But yeah, go back and watch that for the 2 o'clock on YouTube, and you'll see that. To cover a big nose, so it depends on if it's wide or long. So deep and wide. So that would depend. So to contour a nose, you would, if it's wide, you want to create the depth here, the illusion here, and then if it's long, you can create the depth here. Kind of cut it in half a little bit right at the tip to not, because if you remember when I do my shimmer, I do it down my nose to elongate my nose, and you'll see it at the tip. So to make it look thinner, you'll do it here. Now, what I did is just kind of a brush through of, where'd it go? A bronzer, where I just added it to my nose just to create, it just automatically creates a little bit of depth. But you would actually do it on the side. So yeah, I mean, Brenda, for the click and play, it's all eyeshadow and it's super high pigmented and there's lots of fun colors. So even with these golds, like there's Citron and then there's Spark, that are, like, this is more of an antique gold. There's beautiful, like these colors. This is Coffee Bean that I used today. This purple I love. I don't know if you can really tell, but that's a beautiful color. This is Citron that I used today. So yeah, it really does have a lot of shades to go with anybody. I mean, you really, and then you can buy them in quads that we've already picked out for you, or you can, you know, get one at a time and put your own look together. What I like about them is I do keep them separate, and then I'll put them together with ones that I think I want to use and see how they look before even putting it on. So that's what I love about the Click and Place. Plus the fact it travels so easily. I mean, you can literally pick just whatever you want to take, like the 4 or 6 or whatever, 2, and that's all you have to pack are these little guys. But they go together. All right. So with the eyes, I mean, I would have a choice of putting eyeliner on. I think I want to leave it. I always do put eyeliner on the top at least, and I really feel like it sometimes finishes the look, but I always do that. So I want to do no eyeliner and do mascara, because I know that doing mascara will create that depth as well. Okay, I am going to put a little bit of lip jelly on because my lips are dry. All right. So now I'll take the mascara. And I use the thicker side to put the mascara on, and then thin side to do some separation or get into that corner that I always get mascara on my nose to straighten up the end lashes that are too curly. Hey, Patty. Autumn lashes. Yeah, I like it without, I like this look without the liner. I feel like it leaves it open. And at the bottom. Separate these a little bit. And there we go. See how easy? And then I did put on the lip jelly, which I love because it is a plumper, but it's very moisturizing. It does feel like you ate a whole bunch of Red Hots, but after like the second time you use them, you'll even forget it. Like, I don't even feel it anymore. So it feels amazing. But what I've done, and you've seen Renee and I do lip liner and then put the lip jelly on, but I have the lip jelly on. Now I'm using Secret. And it will kind of fade out the color, so it makes it kind of really glossy and shiny, but still gives me a little bit of color. So I did this yesterday or last hour too, and I really liked it, so I was gonna keep this one. Let's see. If y'all are asking about the warm tones and stuff like that, it honestly it matters a little bit, but it depends on, to me, it depends more on the on lips than it would eyeshadow, because you can mix these eyeshadows together and turn it to whatever, you know, like whichever way you need it to go. There's some real neutral colors that, you know, will look better on some and not on others. But it's really slight. I think pretty much anyone could, I mean, honestly, I think anyone can wear any color as long as you put it on correctly and you're blending it correctly. You can wear just about any color and get away with it that you want to. All right. Oh, how long have I done makeup professionally? About 20, it's been about 22, 23 years now. Yeah. It's been a while. Can't believe how long it's been. So yeah, I've been doing it for a moment. So yeah. Let's see. All right. All right. I love how y'all talk to each other. Oh, thank you, Jeannie. I really appreciate that. I try to do it in a way that anyone can learn, and you don't have to be a makeup person. That's the one thing I'm passionate about, is helping people that are not makeup people learn to do makeup. Because I can't tell you the countless number of times that people have told me, like, oh, I can't do that. I've never done makeup. Yeah, you can. You can. But I'm not going to show you how to put 6 shades of eyeshadow on. That doesn't even make sense. So it's doing real makeup for real people that you really can do, basically. So that's what I try to do it. All right. Oh, good, Brenda. Good. I'm glad y'all are utilizing me. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you. But guys, I hope you have a great day. And we're going to be back. We'll be back tomorrow starting at 8. Hey, Deborah, good to see you. But yeah, we'll be back and going tomorrow morning. So I hope to see everybody there. Well, tomorrow is Thursday, so we're still here at 8, 10, 12, 2, and 4. All right. Bye for now, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.